rebound, number 23, Curtis Collins. A senior at 6'4", number 32, Shane Newberry. A junior at 6'3", number 40, Matt Osborne. The Cabell Midland Knights. We'd like to...
At 6'4", there's the tip. Cabell Midland gets it, and they're going to the basket. 2 forms for the second night with white numerals and trim. Akers will jump center at 6'9". There's the tip. Cabell Midland gets it, and they're going to the basket to our right. And the Flying Eagles will check out their new defensive alignment as the night goes on. Newberry is quadruple teamed under the basket. He passes it off to one of the guards. And back outside it goes for a three, and it's good. There's a 3-bee for Curtis Collins. From the right side, it's 3-0 Cabell Midland. Beckley into the right corner, and here's Slay shooting from there, and it's no good. And in fact, it comes right over here, right under the table.
Yeah, right at your feet, Bill. So the Flying Eagles come down and they get a shot. It isn't any good, and as you mentioned, the ball comes over here right in front of us. Beckley looks like they're going to go token pressure, pick them up at half court.
And give me an error. I should have had that ball.
A foot assist, huh?
Oh, man. All right, here come the Knights from Cabell Midland. Outside is Collins, head of the lane. Passes it into the left corner. Beckley swarming over them, but packing it closer to around the keyhole. Here's the ball. They try to work it in close. It's tipped away by Akers. There's the nice steal. Akers over to Slay. Outside now, Pennell stopping, passing it back out to Slay from 25. It's short. Rebound, tip back, and with it is Clater. A long shot on the way, no good, and the rebound is off to Cabell Midland, so the Flying Eagles shooting woes continue early in the ball game.
Cabell Midland foul, Bill. Looks like Osborne they will get over to the back, and that's who it's going to be on. Matt Osborne will pick up his first personal foul, the first team foul for Cabell Midland. So Beckley will get the basketball, and they'll be set to trigger it in with Jason Woody.
3-0 is the score, and Woodrow Wilson is on the attack. Kenny Clater has the ball right now. Working it outside, now working into Akers. He fakes, shoots, and misses from under the basket, and the rebound is down to Newberry. Quickly it comes down the floor. Watch out for Osborne. He'll get it back to the guards. Richardson outside. And between the circles they go. And now 3 on the way from Collins. It's good from the left wing. That's Curtis Collins, his second home run ball, and it's 6-0 Cabell Midland. Flying Eagles on the move. Head of the lane, Woody loses the handle on the ball, and it's picked off by Collins down to Richardson. One-on-one layup, no good off the glass, and the Flying Eagles got the rebound and will come the other way. The ball saved in just in time. Boy, Slay had to have great body control to keep that ball in play from in front of the scoring table. Flying Eagles outside. Slay has it now right quarter court. Works his way to the corner, cannot shoot against that zone, a 2-3 zone. And there's a steal. Cabell Midland stepping in front of the Beckley pass and picking it off. Richardson racing down the floor. He's to the foul line. Passes to Collins. Now to the baseline and back to Collins. He is loose. Flying Eagles look like they're in a zone. Here comes Richardson throwing it up on the running, gunning one-hander. No good. Collins gets the ball back in the right corner. Cabell Midland with a basketball. Now to the foul line it goes. Collins back outside Richardson from 3, and it's no good. And Akers climbs the ladder to get the rebound for the Flying Eagles. 6-0 Cabell Midland. 5:20 to go in the starting stanza. And a 3 is on the way. It's high off the brace, no good by Clater, and the rebound comes off to Osborne for Cabell Midland. And now Richardson brings it up the floor. Bounce passes it off to the head of the lane. Collins loose from 3. Watch out, he's got it. They left him wide open for the 3rd time, and he responds. He's 3 for 3 from threes. It's 9-0 Cabell Midland. Outside, Pennell stops at the foul line, passes under to Akers. Ball tipped away from him. It's out of bounds to Cabell Midland.
Well, Bill, definitely not the way you want to start tonight. Very cold again tonight, missing all their shots from the floor thus far. Cabell Midland leading 9-0 with 4:52 remaining here in the first quarter.
And so Cabell Midland walking the ball up the floor. Here comes Richardson taking his time, being picked up in the center circle. A pass over to Collins on the right wing. Watch out for him. They won't let him shoot this time. Richardson from 3, and it's short. Rebound tipped around, and it's knocked out of bounds to Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, nice hustle that time by the big fella Robert Akers, trying to help keep that ball alive. One of the Cabell Midland players reaches in and throws the ball out of bounds. Now checking into the game is Derek Jones. We were told he was originally going to start, Bill, but they started Kenny Clater instead, and now Clater will have a seat. Derek Jones into the game.
Yeah, Dave Barksdale had given us the opening lineup, changed his mind, I guess about 20 minutes ago. Here comes one from Pennell from three-point land, and it's good. That
He probably had the best game of any Flying Eagle last night.
There's a foul away from the ball. The Flying Eagles are 1 out of 6 from the floor. Cabell Midland, 3 of 5 from three-point land. Newberry is called for his first foul. First foul, a second team foul. First foul for him. So Beckley will inbound the ball, and Cabell will pick them up at the 10-second line. Derek Jones brings the ball down the right side of the floor, picks up the dribble, gets it to the head of the lane, and the three is all the way, and it's good by Woody. Jason Woody rips the nets, and it's 9-6. So all of the points have been threebies tonight.
Yeah, all home run balls, no inside the arc. We'll have a Beckley foul. And looks like, I'm not sure they're going to call that on. Maybe Jason Woody on a hold. Let's see.
Away from the ball, Woody jockeying for position with Jesse Dickens, and Woody is whistled for the first foul.
Yeah, that will also be the first team foul. Cabell Midland will inbound the basketball under their own basket. 9-6 is the score. Cabell Midland leading, 3:51 remaining here in the first.
Okay, inbounds play under their own backboard to the right. They're looking, and getting it outside to Collins. Ball slapped away and out of bounds to Beckley. Good defense that time by Jamie Pennell.
Really was, Bill. Caused some havoc and caused Cabell Midland not to be sure what they were going to do with the ball. Forces the turnover, and I'm sure that's got to make Coach Barstow very happy.
Here comes Jones into the front court for the Flying Eagles. Beckley trailing by 3 at 9-6. 3:44 left in the first period. On the right side, there's a long one put up there, no good, and a foul on the rebound try underneath.
It's going to be a Beckley foul. It's going to be against Jamie Pennell, Bill, over the back. That Cabell Midland's basketball.
Okay, and Beckley will drop off. Last night, they were pressing all over the floor every second of the ball game. Tonight, it's the half-court defense, just as Coach Barksdale had said they would do. Richardson whips a pass underneath. He's got a man wide open, and Collins missed the shot on the rebound try. There is a foul on Beckley.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they'll call that on Akers or Slay. Second personal foul, third on the team. Woody will come out of the game. Checking in will be Tamar Slay, so he gets his first action of the game tonight.
And Tamar Slay, the brother Brian Slay, 6'4" sophomore. At the line is Osborne, and he rattles this one in good. 6'3" junior Matt Osborne scored 5 points last night for Cabell Midland. Second shot good. He's got the pair. Score is 11-6. Of the Knights from Cabell County. Beckley on the move. Lob it underneath. There's Akers. He's got the ball, banks it in, but the whistle before the shot. And
it's a foul on Robert Akers.
Foul on Akers, push it off. Number 1 on him.
Well, I was getting ready to make the comment. He had great low post position, and there's why, because he used that other arm to push off and commit a foul. So it'll be the first personal foul on Akers and the 4th on the team.
Cabell Midland on the attack. Ranked 8th in the state in AAA preseason. Beckley ranked 2nd in the state preseason, AAA. Outside Osborne from 3. It's good. Check that. It's going to be a 2.
His big toe must have been on the line, Bill.
Must have done it. He had a size 16 shoe. And here comes one over here. That one.
It's at your feet, Bill. I think they just want us in the ball game. As Mr. Tolliver, the fine official, picks up the basketball to put it in play right here in front of us.
Well, I did better on that one. Fumbled the first one and tried to handle the second one, although not cleanly. Last night we had the family who had won the best seat in the house contest, and the baby who was in the chair there made one great play last night. All right, outsiders. Jones works into the paint, running one-hander off the back brace. No good. The layup missing, and the rebound is down to Collins for Cabell Midland. So the Flying Eagles again with poor shooting, trailing 13-6. Here's a steal in the middle of the lane. Beckley's got the steal. Here's Slay stopping, popping. Brian hits it from 15 feet on the right of the lane.
Nice play that time, Bill, by Brian Slay, making the steal, coming down, stopping and popping, hitting the jump shot.
13-8. Eagles pull within 5 points. Outside Richardson gets through a double team, passes it off, intercepted by Slay. Bryan coming down 1 against 1, stops, puts it up. He's fouled and the basket goes in.
Beautiful play by Brian Slay. Back-to-back sensational plays by Slay. That time, Slay comes up with the steal, takes it strong all the way to the basket, uses his body well, gets the basket, draws the foul. So Brian Slay will step up to the free throw line trying to complete the three-point play. They have called that foul on Osborne, and that will be his second personal foul, third on the team.
Slay scored 16 last night to lead Woodrow Wilson. 6'1" senior makes this one good. So he polishes off a three-point play, and the Flying Eagles are back within a pair of points at 13-11. Here's Richardson. Across the 10-second line to the left side of the lane, tries to pass it in. Akers tips it away and steals it. Robert Akers with the good defense, and here come the Flying Eagles. Tamar Slay with it, stopping, and here comes a 22-footer, no good. Rebound scrambled for, and Beckley still got it in the right corner. And the Eagles will try to set this one up. This is Brian Slay with it. The Slay brothers are in there. Brian near the center circle. Waits for Jones, and Derek now will set the play up against a man-to-man defense. 1:40 to go. The opening period, Beckley down by 2 points. Beckley in a weave. Outside, Derek Jones fakes right, goes left, pumps it up and in. 7, we're tied at 13. In close, spinning shot put up and banked in by Jesse Dickens, his first points. 15-13, Cabell Midland. 1:10 left. Jones passes under to Akers, all alone under the basket. He scores. Super feed, and Akers was right there to score. We're tied at 15. Collins on the right wing stops and wanted to shoot from the baseline, passes underneath, and he's got a man loose under there. Newberry blew the layup, and the rebound to Akers. Tie game, 50 seconds left in the quarter. Jones, top of the key, bounce passing it off to Akers, who launches along when it's no good. And the rebound is yanked down by Osborne. Coming out to Collins. Beckley gets back defensively very quickly. Pass it back outside, and a foul on the Flying Eagles.
Yeah, Bill, let's see who they'll call that foul on. It will be a Beckley foul. I'm not sure who they've called that on yet. Pennell. Jamie Pennell will pick up the foul. That will be his second personal foul, and it will be the 5th on the team. The game is tied at 15 with 36 seconds remaining. Eddie Leisure will check into the ball game for the Flying Eagles. Will get his first action. Having a seat will be Pennell. Cabell Midland will inbound the basketball on the side.
And the Knights put John Asbury, a 6-foot senior, into their lineup. They've got plenty of guards. And Asbury has the ball right now to the guard position. He gets around Leisure, picks up the dribble, head of the lane. 28 seconds left. They're going to spread the floor and try a three. Collins hits it. Curtis Collins with his 4th tray. It's 18-15 Cabell Midland with 15 seconds left. Here comes Derek Jones into the front court. Being picked up there by Asbury. Working to the right side of the floor. The Eagles will spread it out and go for the last shot of the quarter, down by 3 points. Now Slay has the ball in the center circle. Bryan puts on a stutter step, puts up a 3, and it's good right at the buzzer. From dead center, a 20-footer swishes home by Brian Slay. So we're tied at the end of the first quarter. Beckley 18, Cabell Midland 18. We'll be back in a minute on WJLS-FM. Leads Cabell Midland in scoring. There is traveling called on Beckley Slay as he tried to get to the top of the key to put up a shot. Slay leads Beckley scoring with 8 points. And let's check that Beckley lineup. Leisure is in there with Akers, Slay. We've got both Slays in there. And the Eagles trying to steal the inbounds pass. Jones with a good effort, but the 3-guard offense of Cabell Midland is successful in getting it into the front court. Outside, Asbury with it between the circles. Gets around Jones, passes it off to Collins on the baseline, pumps it up, and it's too far. And the rebound is yanked down by Woodrow Wilson. Here comes Maris Lowery bringing it down the floor. He's for it, and a blocking foul on the ensuing play. It'll be against Beckley's Derek Jones, number 1 on him.
Yeah, that will be the first personal foul on Derek Jones. It will be the 6th team foul as we're just in the early going of the second quarter. The game tied at 18, 7:21 remaining here in the first half. Cabell Midland set to trigger the ball in at half court. The official hands him the ball and we're ready for the action. Back to Bill.
Okay, I'll do a little housekeeping there. Thank you, sir. Here comes Asbury passing the ball off now, and Joey Hinkle is into there right now. Hinkle makes his move, dishes it off to the foul line, and here comes the jumper, and it's good by Dickens. Dickens with his second field goal. It's 20-18. The Knights from Cabell Midland with the lead in the opening minute of the second quarter. Tamar Slay works it to the foul line, dishes it off. Jones stops and tries a three, and it's good. Right in front of us, Derek Jones hits it, and the Eagles with their first lead of the night, 21-20, with 6:44 left in the half.
Yeah, nice shot that time by Derek Jones. He got a real good look at the basket, squared up, and buried the jumper.
Dickens tries to move in, puts up a running one-hander in close, no good. Rebound into the hands of Leisure, and the Flying Eagles are on the run. Leisure, top of the lane, now works to the right side of the key, passes it off to the baseline shot, and it's there by Slay. Brian Slay with 10 points, and he's getting into his rhythm now. 23-20, Woodrow Wilson with the lead. 6:15 left in the half. Perimeter passing. Collins has the ball now in the right corner for Cabell Midland. Beckley spreading them out. Here's one from 3 on the way, and it's short into the hands of Jones for Beckley. A long lob pass for Slay. He has to catch the ball. He comes crashing heavily to the floor, and the ball goes out of bounds to Cabell Midland.
Yeah, nice hustle and effort that time by Brian Slay and Eddie Leisure. Derek Jones, I thought, made a pretty good pass, but it was kind of tough for Slay to get the handle on it. So the Flying Eagles turned it over. Cabell Midland ball.
Both teams shooting about equally. Beckley 44% from the floor, 46% for Cabell Midland. Here's Asbury passing underneath, putting the ball up. Is Dickens no good? Tries it again, and he's got it. 23-22. Dickens scoring for the 3rd time tonight. And
we've got a turnover on the Flying Eagles.
I looked away and didn't see that.
I'm not sure what it was. The official had me screened out as he was standing in front of me. I think perhaps a carried ball.
Newberry knocking the ball off Akers.
Yeah, that's a good play by Newberry. Both Newberry and Robert Akers hustling after the basketball, and Newberry knocks it off. The back of Robert Akers, smart play, good hustle by both teams that time. Cabell Midland inbounds in front of the Beckley bench.
Here come the Knights, work it into Newberry, far away. He'll pass it back to Asbury, and they will go around the horn. Looking for somebody to get loose. Hinkle tries to pass it in close, and Tamar Slay kicks it out of bounds. 5:12 left in the half. At halftime, Mutual Sports will be brought to you. Plus, we'll have our famous half-court shootout, and Patriot Ford has a brand new Escort to be won by somebody if they can make several shots in 35 seconds.
Yeah, Bill, Jonathan Frazier will check into the basketball game, and the big fella, Robert Akers, will have a seat for the Flying Eagles.
Inbounds it comes. Asbury winds up with the ball. Now they get to the corner. Collins launches one from there, and it rims it. No good. Rebound, Beckley on the move. Here comes Derek Jones. Jones 2 against 2. He stops with the left hand, puts it up. No good. He's fouled.
Yeah, nice play that time by Jones. He got the ball in the middle of the floor. He had his mind made up. He was taking it all the way 2-on-2, and Jones doesn't stop and settle for the outside shot. He takes the ball all the way to the rim and draws the foul. So smart heads-up play that time by Derek Jones. Jones will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. They have called that foul on Joey Hinkle, and that will be his first personal foul, 4th on the team. It's a 1-point Beckley lead, 23-22, with 5:01 remaining in the half.
Derek Jones, 5 points showing tonight. He's at the line for 2, and this one's short. Eagles foul shooting last night, only 7 out of 15. It was just not a good night shooting in any phase of the game for Woodrow Wilson.
That's exactly right, Bill. The shooting last night for the Flying Eagles was as cold inside as the weather is outside.
Well, 34% from the floor last night. Second shot short. He missed them both. Rebound, Cabell Midland. Eagles lead by a point. And here comes Richardson down the floor, back in at guard. Double team, but he gets away from the opposition. Bounce passes it in close, and it's stolen by Maris Lowery. So the Flying Eagles are on the move, leading by 1 midway through the second quarter. And we got traveling called on Leisure. He put the brakes on, and for some reason, his Lowery shoes didn't grip.
Well, Bill, I'll tell you, when the teams on our end are in the half-court set, the official's position is directly right in front of me. It's hard to see anything happening on the far side. We heard the whistle and saw the official give the indication of traveling.
Have to talk about those shoes after a while. Right now, Cabell Midland with Collins working it outside to Osborne. Osborne moves into the baseline right, under the basket, tipped away, and scrapping for the ball, stolen by Beckley. Good hustle again by Woodrow Wilson Slay. Beckley fast break 3-on-2. Here's Jones for the lay-in. He's got it. He put the brakes on it. It worked that time. Derek Jones under the basket scored 25-22. Woodrow Wilson by 3. Outside, Richardson crashes into the Beckley defender. They're going to call the blocking foul on Woodrow Wilson. I think that's Leisure.
Yeah, it is Eddie Leisure. And I'll tell you, he's a tough kid. You know, he's quarterback of the football team, and he really got fouled hard last night, and he was down on the floor a couple of times last night, and then here again there. That was a pretty tough foul. A lot of contact there, but the officials see it as a blocker. So that's free throw time. That's the 7th team foul. That's the first on Leisure. So with 4:11 remaining in the half, Beckley leading by 3, 25-22. Free throw time here the rest of the way for Cabell Midland.
And Richardson on the line to the right, misses off the back brace. Corey Richardson, a 5'10 senior. 3-point Woodrow Wilson lead.
Bill, I'm not sure if they call that a lane violation or if they're calling this a 2-shot foul.
Well, he missed it, whatever. He missed them both. Rebound is off to Tamar Slay. He'll bring it down himself. Long and lanky Slay passes to Leisure. Short shot from the baseline left is good. Eddie Leisure hits the scorebook. 27-22. 12 Flying Eagle players scored last night. Everybody got in the game, but it was a 20-point loss. And the violation, the 5-second closely guarding situation, and that was Jones. Derek Jones with a great defensive job for Woodrow Wilson.
It really was, Bill. Excellent job, as you mentioned, by Derek Jones, and I'm sure that's the thing that the Beckley fans and Coach Barstow is used to seeing, and that's why Jones is in there. Sensational defensive effort that time by Derek Jones.
Here's Jones working to the right side of the floor. Pass into Leisure, turnaround jumper, good. That one almost brought rain from 10 feet. And that's Beckley's longest lead right there, 29-22. Outside, Cabell Midland. Richardson has it near the timeline to Osborne. Moves in, puts up an 18-footer. It rims it, no good. Rebound, Collins. Passing to Osborne. And a whistle stopping play, 3 seconds, the call against the Knights.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Bill, this particular unit that Coach
So the Flying Eagles take it back over with 3:15 remaining in the half, leading by 7, 29-22. Over on the left side, Derek Jones, jump pass back out on top to Eddie Leisure. Leisure down the left side of the lane, takes it in, dumps it low inside to Frazier, won't go. Rebound fought for, belongs down inside to the Flying Eagles, Tamar Slay. He can't get it to fall. Rebound loose on the floor. We got a jump ball, belongs to Cabell Midland. Boy, we had 2 good looks at it, and it just would not fall. But good hustle by the Flying Eagles. Into the lineup, David Ward, a 6'10 senior. He's 6'10" and weighs, I don't know what, 40, 50 pounds? It's just Mr. String Bean. A lot of height. The youngster gets into the weight room. He could be a real nice player in college somewhere. Tried to send the pass down inside to Newberry. Knocked out of bounds, last touching Beckley. So it'll belong to the Knights of Cabell Midland. 2:46 remaining, quarter number 2, 29-22. Beckley by 7. Eagles have scored 6 unanswered points. Looking to bring it in, they get it to Ward. Ward to Collins, jumper for 3. No good this time. And the rebound belongs to the Flying Eagles, Brian Slay. Slay at 6'1", took it away from the 6'10 Ward. Slay's jumper is good for 2 more. The Knights want to talk it over. So with 2:31 remaining in quarter number 2, time out on the floor. Your score, Flying Eagles 31, Cabell Midland 22. We'll return in 60 seconds. 31-22. Flying Eagles lead by 9. And that is their biggest lead of the ball game. And they steal the ball away again. Here comes Brian Slay, driving, shooting, scoring. Boy, he drove in nicely. He's got 6 in the quarter. And he steals it away again. This time Derek Jones' jumper's off the mark. Rebound loose along the baseline. Chased down by Jonathan Frazier. He'll kick it back to Brian Slay. Spotted up for the three. It wouldn't go, but a whistle and a foul. Personal foul is going to be whistled on David Ward. 2:05 remaining in the first half. 33-22. Eagles on top by 11. That's the biggest lead of the ball game by either team. Not a shooting situation. It'll be Beckley basketball. Tamar Slay will be the inbounder for the Flying Eagles. They peel off. He'll bring it in to Jonathan Frazier. Short jumper in front of the goal. Good. Nice inbounds play. And it is 35-22. Flying Eagles have scored 12 unanswered points. On a 12-0 run right now. In the paint, they go to Newberry. Newberry's shot muscles it up and in. Nice play by the big kid on the inside. 35-24. And again, that stops a 12-0 run by the Flying Eagles. A minute 40 remaining in quarter number 2. Frazier takes the entry pass, tries to take the shot up, and he's going to be fouled on the arm by the Cabell Knights. Cabell Midland's Knights, Jesse Dickens. That'll be Jesse's first personal foul. He'll get Jamel Bradley into the Eagle lineup, 6'1" sophomore point guard. He will give Derek Jones a breather. No, Brian Slay will come out. So usually that means now Jamel will take over at the 1 guard, and Derek would take over at the 2 guard. But Jamel can play some 2 as well, so Jonathan Frazier at the line. 8 points average. He picks up his 3rd point of the night as he hits the first free throw. And he'll have another opportunity. 36-24, Beckley by 12. Make it 37-24. Biggest lead of the contest now for the Flying Eagles at 13 points. And a traveling violation is going to be called against Mr. Richardson of Cabell Midland. So a minute 32 remaining in the first half of play. Flying Eagles have the basketball leading by 13 points. Derek Jones will work with it. Into the front court. Now directing traffic. Takes it over on the left wing. Picks up on the dribble. Top of the circle to Eddie Leisure. Bounce pass right side. Jamel Bradley. The sophomore kicks it back to Leisure. Down through the lane. 8-footer. No good. Rebound belongs inside to Newberry for the Cabell Midland Knights. Outlet pass up the floor to Richardson. Richardson into the front court. Whips the pass up ahead to Joey Hinkle. Hinkle on the left wing. Picks up on the dribble. Kicks it back. They'll get it outside to Collins. Collins through the lane. Off balance shot. No good. And the rebound belongs to the Flying Eagles, Jonathan Frazier. Frazier's outlet pass to Derek Jones. We're inside a minute left in the first half. Top of the circle. Jones works with the basketball. Left wing. Tamar Slay jumps for 3. In and out. No good. Frazier tips it around. Keeps it alive. Gets it to Derek Jones. Off balance shot. Count it. Derek Jones got it to fall. He's got 7 in the quarter, 9 in the game. It's 39-24, and the lead is 15 points for the Flying Eagles with 33 seconds remaining, and another turnover by Cabell Midland. So given out to Beckley with 33 seconds remaining in the first half. You're going to get Kenny Clater back into the Eagle lineup. Clater will come in and give Derek Jones a breather. Kind of took a finger in the eye. So he'll sit down and take care of that. And the Flying Eagles play number 35 has been called by Dave Barksdale. Over in the right wing, they'll work with it. Kenny Clater has the basketball, takes it down in along the baseline, has his shot blocked and pulled out of there by Cabell Midland. Nice play that time by Jesse Dickens. 16 seconds. The Knights have it in the front court. Outside jumper is off the mark. Shot try taken by Benji Nowalk. And the rebound cleared by Beckley, but the outlet pass stolen away by Nowalk. Nowalk gets the pass up the floor to Dickens. Dickens spots up. Jumper off glass, no good. Tipped up and in, though, by Benji Nowalk at the buzzer. So the Flying Eagles got a little sloppy there in the last couple of seconds and allowed the Cabell Midland Knights to get back to within 13. We're at halftime with your score. The Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles 39, Cabell Midland 26. We'll be back to recap the first half after we take time in for 2 minutes. The Wilson Flying Eagles find themselves on top by a score of 39-26, scoring by quarters. Flying Eagles and the Knights each picked up 18 points in the first period. Flying Eagles then totally took control in quarter number 2 as they outscored the Knights 21-8 to lead it by 13 here at halftime. As you look at the running score, Cabell Midland jumped out to a 9-0 lead on the strength of 3 three-pointers by Curtis Collins. He would tack on another one in that same period to have 4 three-pointers in the first period of play. It was 9-0 at the 5-minute mark. Flying Eagles then would throw in a couple of three-pointers on their own. Jamie Pinnell would hit for 1 and Jason Woody would hit for 1, and it was 9-6. Then Cabell Midland extended their lead back out to 13-6. Flying Eagles would tie the ball game at 13 with 1:25 left in the first quarter. First tie of the ball game with 1:25 left. Cabell Midland retook the lead at 15-13. Flying Eagles tied it at 15 for the second tie, and then we were tied at 18 for the third tie of the ball game at the end of the first period of play. Then in quarter number 2, the Flying Eagles would fall behind 20-18, and then with 6:44 remaining in quarter number 2, the first lead change of the ball game. Flying Eagles took the lead 21-20. They never looked back. They extended that lead to 23-20, and then after a two-pointer by the Cabell Midland Knights made it 23-22. Flying Eagles scored 12 unanswered points to make it 35-22. That coming at the 2:05 mark of the second period. And then we would close out the quarter by Cabell Midland picking up 4 points, while the Eagles would get 4 of their own, 39-26 at halftime. Individually, it looks this way. First of all, for the Knights at Cabell Midland, they're being led at halftime by Curtis Collins, 6'1" and a junior, came in averaging about 17 points a game. He had 4 three-pointers in the first period, did not score in the second quarter. He has 12 points at halftime and is the only Knight in double figures. Jesse Dickens has 3 field goals and 6 points. Also, Matt Osborne, 1 field goal, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. He has 4 points. Shane Newberry, a field goal and 2 points. Benji Nowak, a field goal and 2 points. For the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles at halftime, they are being led by Brian Slay. Brian has 14 points, 5 two-pointers, 1 three-pointer, 1 of 1 from the line, 14 points. Derek Jones has 9 points at halftime, 3 two-pointers, 1 three-pointer, 0 of 2 from the line, and 9 points. Also scoring tonight for the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles, Jamie Pinnell has 3, Robert Akers has 2. Jason Woody has 3. Jonathan Frazier has 4 points. Eddie Leisure has 4 points. Team totals, it went this way. First of all, for the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles, they had 12 two-point field goals, 4 three-pointers, 3 of 5 from the line, 39 points. For Cabell Midland, the Knights had 6 two-pointers, 4 three-pointers, all coming from Curtis Collins. They were 2 of 3 from the line and 26 points. Flying Eagles lead it at halftime by a score of 39-26. We'll return to...
It's got bacon and lettuce and chicken. It's really good.
It tastes fresh. Wendy's is always fresh.
I guess a real tomato there. Lay of chicken appears to be.
Wendy's Chicken Club. Now, doesn't that sound good?
Ready to go, basketball action. Quarter number 3. Eagles have it to start the third period. Jumper no good by Jason Woody, but the rebound put up and in by Jamie Pinnell. And the Flying Eagles open it up and lead it by 15, 41-26. The other way. Whoa, Curtis Collins from way downtown. He hit that from South Fayette Street. 41-29. He's got 15 points, all on three-pointers. 7.5 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. Pinnell, 16-footer, right side, no good. Rebound tipped up and in by Robert Akers. Nice job by the big man on the inside getting the position, and it is 43-29. Eagles by 14. The other way, pass stolen away by the Flying Eagles, Jamie Pinnell. Pinnell quickly into the front court, takes it in, sidesteps the traffic, takes the shot, won't go. Rebound fought for, belongs to the Flying Eagles. Kenny Clater. Clater whips it back outside to Brian Slay. Slay picks it up, gets it to Clater on the right side. Kenny with it, sends it top of the circle back to Brian Slay, and they'll reset the offense. 6:55 remaining in quarter number 3. Eagles on top, 43-29. Top of the circle, they work the weave. They'll get it to Pinnell, back to Clater. Clater backs back out against the defense now, sends it over to Brian Slay. Slay pumps it up from 18, good. Hit the bottom of the net, Brian Slay, he's got 16, and it's 45-29. 35-29. Eagles by 16 points. Biggest lead of the ball game. Down in the corner near side, Osborne for Cabell Midland. Top of the circle they go to Collins. Collins tries to send it inside into the hands of Dickens. Knocked out of bounds last touching the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. So give it out to Cabell Midland. 6:25 remaining in the third period. Biggest lead of the game right now. 16 points belongs to Beckley. Derek Jones will check in. Kenny Clater will check out for Beckley. And it's night basketball. Matt Osborne will be the inbounder. Youngster looks, and brings it in, and stolen away by the Flying Eagles as picked out of there by Brian Slay. Here comes Slay into the front court. Weaving, sends it over. Inside, they'll get it to Derek Jones. Jumper won't go, but a pushing foul on the inside is going to be called against Cabell Midland. They tried to get the basketball, I said, to Jones, and it was to Jamie Pinnell. Personal foul called on Osborne. That's his third. And Jamie Pinnell will be at the line to the right. Fouled in the act of shooting. Pinnell has 5 points in the contest. Scored 15 last night. Has 2 shots coming here. Right-hander with the open stance. Reaches and connects. The Flying Eagles lead at 46-29. A 17-point lead for Beckley. Right-hander ready again. And good again. So Pinnell with 4 in the quarter. He has 7 in the game, and it is 47-29, and the lead is 18 points. Richardson dumps it on the right side. Jumper is good for 2 by Collins. He finally hit something besides a 3. 47-31. Beckley by 16 points. Derek Jones with it, top of the circle. Whips it on the left side. Jason Woody. Woody moves in, sends it back to Derek. Jumper for 3, good. Derek Jones spots up for the 3. So the 3-pointers that were not falling last night for Beckley are now falling. Biggest lead of the game, 19 points for Beckley at the 5:35 mark of the ball game. In the paint, they'll work the basketball to Cabell Midland's Newberry. He kicks it back to Osborne, top of the circle to Richardson. 17-footer, no good. Rebound tipped around, chased down by Derek Jones, and he's going to be pushed and fouled by Cabell Midland's Jesse Dickens. That'll be Jesse's second. Jim Stewart on the far side for Cabell Midland stood, had his hands in his pocket, saw the play, and just shook his head and sat down. Struggling right now, the Knights of Cabell Midland High. Preseason pick number 8 in AAA. They'll be probably, they'll be 1-4 at the end of this ball game. Winnie with the jumper from 17, no good. Rebound cleared by Pinnell, and he takes it back up and in. Nice play by Jamie Pinnell. He really skied for that one. 52-31. Biggest lead of the game is 21 points for the Flying Eagles. A reach-in foul is going to be called on the Flying Eagles' Derek Jones. That's his second. 5:04 remaining in quarter number 3, and Beckley has opened it up to a 21-point lead. Matt Osborne will be the inbounder. Looking and brings it in to Corey Richardson. Richardson picks it up, gets it over to Collins. Back it comes. Outside jumper is good by Jesse Dickens. He has 8 in the game, 52-33. Beckley quickly into the front court. Derek Jones takes it over the left wing, picks up on the dribble, sends it top of the circle. Brian Slay for 3, no good. Rebound fought for belongs to Robert Akers. Akers takes it up, but it's stripped and lost out of bounds. Last touching Cabell Midland. I'll tell you what, I'm very disappointed in the crowd tonight, and I hope the folks that stayed away are not staying away because of what happened last night. Flying Eagle fans, you support the Flying Eagles. They're going to be good. Make no mistake about it. They're a young ball club. They're going to make mistakes. They played a good ball club last night that was red hot from the second quarter on. Jamie Pinnell scores again for the Flying Eagles. He's got 8 in the quarter, 11 in the game, 54-33. So don't stay away thinking the Flying Eagles are not going to have a good year. They're going to have a good year. Pushing foul is called on Robert Akers. That'll be his second. A young ball club, they certainly need your support, and this is probably one of the poorest crowds I've seen at a Beckley basketball game in a long, long time. So get your tickets and get to the Armory, or follow us on the road Saturday night when we play Oak Hill at the Memorial Building. That will be a good ball game. Foul's going to be called, I think, on Beckley's Jamie Pinnell. Yes. Jamie will pick up his third. So ready again, Cabell Midland. Team foul number 3 against Beckley. Now a shooting situation. The Knights will look and they'll get it in to Newberry. Shane Newberry. Bounce pass top of the circle to Richardson. Cuts down through the lane. He dumped it inside, and we got a traveling violation called. No, pushing foul is going to be called on Corey Richardson, his first. He went down through the lane a little out of control, and they'll whistle the foul on Richardson, his first. Flying Eagles leading by 21, 54-33 with 4:13 remaining in the third period. Derek Jones will bring it into the front court. Picked up there man-to-man by Richardson. They'll work it over on the right side. Bounce pass in the paint. Turnaround jumper by Jason Woody's good. Woody's got 5 in the game. 56-33. Beckley by 23. Spinning away is Matt Osborne, and he loses the basketball. Picked up off the floor by the Flying Eagles. Brian Slay. Brian into the front court. Looks, stops, goes down low inside to Robert Akers. Robert couldn't control it, and it went out of bounds. Nice thought that time by Brian Slay. Good entry pass, and Robert just took his eye off of it and lost control of it. So Cabell Midland has the basketball, trailing by 23 points with 3:35 remaining in the third period. Richardson with it into the front court, weaving through some traffic. Blocking fouls called on Robert Akers. That'll be number 3 on Robert. Team foul number 4. Not a shooting situation. The Knights of Cabell Midland have the basketball. Looking to bring it in bounds, they do to Richardson. Richardson between the circles, takes it down through the lane, sends the pass, corner, near side. Jumper by Hinkle is way off the mark, and the rebound cleared by the Flying Eagles' Jamie Pennell. Pennell walks it into the front court, surveys the situation. 1-2-2 zone right now by Cabell Midland. Pennell down through the lane, takes the jumper, won't go. Rebound fought for, loose on the floor. We're going to have a traveling call against the Knights of Cabell Midland. The Knights picked it up and then traveled with it. So turn it back to Beckley. Inbounds, Woody brings it to Robert Akers. Robert back out on top. They'll work it to Derek Jones. Jones looks over to the Flying Eagle bench and then brings the play. Over on the right side, they'll work it to Woody. Woody's jumper won't go, and the rebound cleared by Newberry for Cabell Midland. Outlet pass up to Florida Richardson. Whips it up ahead. They'll get the cutter from Hinkle. Hinkle's shot won't go, and the rebound cleared by the Flying Eagles' Brian Slay. Slay into the front court. Eagles have it 4-on-3. Slay, finger roll, no good. Gets his own rebound, takes it up, scores. Let's see, what are they going to call? Is it before the show? Or are they going to say Brian? So they call the foul on Brian. That's his first team foul, number 5. So give it back to Cabell Midland. Well, we've been stymied at 56-33 for a while. And here comes Cabell Midland. Losing control of it is Asbury. He'll pick it up. Into the front court he brings it. Basketball knocked out of bounds. Last touching Jamie Pennell. Good hustle that time by the youngster. Going to get Tamar Slay into the Eagle lineup. Also coming in is Jonathan Frazier. Checking out will be Jason Woody and Robert Akers. 2:33 remains, third period. Beckley comfortably on top at 23 points. Collins will work it in. He'll bring it in to Newberry. Newberry bounces it back outside to Asbury. John Asbury lost control of it. Stolen away by Derek Jones. Jones takes it against Newberry. He'll send the pass over to Pennell, and Jamie scores. Boy, Pennell's having a quarter. He's got 10 in the third quarter alone, 13 in the game. Outside jumper for 3. Good by Curtis Collins. I'll tell you what, the kid can shoot. 58-36. Beckley by 22. 2-minute mark of the third period. Into the front court. Derek Jones brings it to Tamar Slay, top of the circle. Whips it over the far side. Gets it to his older brother Brian. Back to Tamar. Tamar yo-yos the basketball. Pulls up 17-footer. Good. Nice jumper by Tamar Slay. His first 2 points of the ball game. And it is 60-36. Flying Eagles on top by 24 points. Working with the basketball. Cabell Midland. They'll get it over to Collins. Collins with the basketball, loose along the baseline, and Flying Eagles stole it, but then they lost it out of bounds. Derek Jones. Tried to help Gary Nichols out there, and it just wouldn't happen, Gary. A minute 34 remaining. Jamie Pinnell will check out of the Eagle lineup. Eddie Leisure will check in. Curtis Collins will be the inbounder for Cabell Midland. Check that. That's Joey Hinkle, the inbounder. They'll work it in. Get it into the hands of John Asbury. Asbury sends the pass to Collins. He'll let it fly from three-point range, and it out no good this time. And the rebound cleared by the Flying Eagles, Derek Jones. Outlet pass up the floor. Eddie Leisure lays it off the glass. Count the two. Leisure with 6. 62-36. Beckley by 26 points. That's the biggest lead of the ball game. With a minute 10 remaining in the third period. Ball loose again, but picked up this time by Cabell Midland. Turnaround jumper in the paint is no good by Cabell Midland. That's Brett Stark. Couldn't get it to fall down in the corner. They'll get the outside jumper. No good off the mark by Benji Nowalk. Rebound this time by Shane Newberry, and Newberry scores. He was kind of standing around that time. 62-38. 48 seconds remaining. Third period. Eddie Leisure with a basketball. Takes it down inside. Shot won't go. Rebound cleared by Cabell Midland's Newberry. He'll get the outlet pass up the floor into the hands of Nowalk. Benji. They'll send it over to Asbury. Asbury top of the key. They'll work it around the perimeter. They go down inside to Shane Newberry, and he has his pocket picked by Tamar Slay. Outlet pass up the floor to his older brother Brian. Brian kicks it back to Jonathan Frazier. Frazier, nice soft jumper, and he scores it. He's got 6. 64-38. Nice assist from Brian Slay that time. 14 seconds remaining, third period. Beckley comfortably on top. Over in the right wing, they'll work it to Benji Nowalk. Nowalk yo-yos the basketball, so if he doesn't walk, top of the circle, they'll work the basketball over, top of the key to Collins, back to Nowalk. He'll not get it off in time. We come to the end of the third period of play. Good quarter for the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. We're at the end of 3. Your score, Beckley 64, Cabell Midland 38. We'll be back for the fourth and final period after we take time in for 60 seconds. In this one, we'll remind you, you're in tune to WTNJ, Mount Opokyo, Beckley, West Virginia. Chick-fil-A in the Crossroads Mall. Joe Clark and the gang invite you to come on out first thing tomorrow and check out those delicious Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Char-grilled Chick-fil-A sandwich, the original Chick-fil-A sandwich. Get a great taste of the Chick-fil-A sandwich. Add some lettuce and tomato to it, and it is delicious. Chick-fil-A in the Crossroads Mall. It reminds you, you're in tune to WTNJ, Mount Opokyo, Beckley, West Virginia. Cabell Midland had the basketball to start the fourth period. Jonathan Frazier will pick up the personal foul as Shane Newberry drove and scored. Count the basketball. Oh, count the basket, rather. 64-40. Beckley's lead is 24. Newberry will try and cut into that a little more, and the youngster does. Transfer from Las Vegas. He has 7 points in the game. It's 64-41. Beckley on top. Derek Jones to Tamar Slay from 17 feet. Good. Tamar Slay spotted up right in front of the basket, 17 feet out, and makes it 66-41. Basketball loose, stolen away by Frazier. Look out if he gets control of it, and he never did. You could tell the youngster wanted to duck. And I mean, this kid can slam it with the best of them, but he just never could get control, and it went out of bounds. So give it right back to Cabell Midland. I think they gave Tamar Slay a three-pointer on that last one. It was definitely a two-pointer, but if they gave him the three, we'll count it as such. Outside jumper is no good by Cabell Midland. Nowalk tries to take it up, won't score, and the rebound cleared by the Flying Eagles. They'll give it up ahead now to Jamel Bradley. Jamel spots up, 17-footer, no good. Rebound inside to Eddie Leisure, and Leisure scores it. He's got 8. 69-41, Flying Eagles. And basketball knocked out of bounds, last touching Beckley. You're going to get Robert Akers, Jamie Pinnell, Jason Woody, Brian Slay, and Derek Jones, the original starting 5 back in there. I don't think it'll be too long before you see Jerron Jones and Monty Blaney and Rusty Wooten, maybe W.T. Bowman. W.T.'s been sick, much like Eric Dillon. Eric not even with the ball club tonight. And that youngster will be an important part of this ball club, but he's sick with the flu today. Over on the left wing, they'll work it outside. Jumper by Newberry is off the mark. Rebound lost out of bounds. Last touching Cabell Midland. It'll belong to Beckley. Cabell Midland. I sound like Chucky Diggs. 6:42. 69-41. Beckley on top by 28. Into the front court. Derek Jones will work with it. Takes it over on the left wing. Picks up on the dribble. Has his pocket picked, and he stole it right back. Took his eye off of it, and his pocket was picked by John Perry, but he stole it right back. Jones has it, takes it down the left side, takes it on in, off glass, good. No one picked him up. Derek Jones just kept driving to the hole. He's got 14 points. 71-41. Beckley's lead is 30 right now. A blocking foul is going to be called on Jones. That'll be Derek's third personal foul. 17th foul, and we'll go to the free throw line. And the person of John Perry, a 6-foot junior, has not scored in the ball game tonight, stands in. One plus the bonus for Mr. Perry. Right-hander reaches, no good. Rebound belongs to Cabell Midland as Shane Newberry pulls it down. Was going out of bounds, tried to throw it off Beckley, but he missed, and the Flying Eagles come out with the basketball. Jamie Pinnell down through the lane, puts the short jumper up. Traveling's going to be called. Good call, as he kind of got his feet tangled up with himself, if you know what I mean. So with the basketball, Cabell Midland at the 6-minute mark, trailing by 30 points. Puts the pass up the floor. Outside jumper, Benji no good. Rebound, lost out of bounds. Last touching the Flying Eagles. As Jason Woody just could not get it under control. So Cabell Midland will be inbounding the basketball. Collins brings it into Nowalk. Nowalk kicks it over to Perry. Cross court to Collins. Jumper is good for 2. Collins has 22 in the game. 71-43. Beckley by 28. 5:37 remaining in the ball game. Entry pass. They go to Akers. Turnaround jump hook's good. Nice play by Robert Akers. 73-43. Beckley with a 30-point lead again. And we're going to have a reach-in foul. That time, just trying to overdo it a little bit. They'll call the personal foul on Jamie Pinnell. That'll be his 4th. So Pinnell picks up his 4th. David Ward, a 6'10 senior, returns to the lineup for Cabell Midland. Cabell Midland's going to go home with a record of 1-4. Flying Eagles will go to Oak Hill on Saturday night with a record of 1-1. Free throw is no good, but tipped up and in by Cabell Midland. David Ward gets his first 2 points, 73-45. Outside jumper, no good by the Flying Eagles. Rebound cleared, though, by Brian Slay. He'll get it over to Jason Woody. Jumper for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. On the rebound, it's lost out of bounds. Last touching Beckley. Corey Richardson checks back in at that point guard position, and he'll control it with 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. 73-45. Beckley on top by 28 points. Richardson down in the corner, near side. Benji Nowalk. Nowalk spins, drives the baseline, sends it back to Ward. His jumper is off the mark. Rebound tipped around, controlled by the Flying Eagles' Brian Slay. Slay into the front court for Beckley. Stops top of the circle, whips the pass down inside. They got the pass inside to Pinnell. He couldn't get the shot to fall, and the rebound cleared by Cabell Midland. Outlet pass up the floor to Collins. Collins over the right wing. Standing there with a basketball. Wants to get the shot away, but closely guarded by Pinnell. Can't do so. They'll go inside. Short jumper is bouncing around and good by Brett Stark. 73-47. 4:15 remaining in the ball game. Into the front court again. Beckley's Derek Jones works with it. Jumper from the corner. No good off the mark by Brian Slay. Rebound by the Flying Eagles, Jamie Pennell. And Pennell takes it up. He's got 15 points. Same as what he had last night, 75-47. The other way, the Flying Eagles on defense as Cabell Midland's top of the circle to Collins. Collins down through the lane, pulls up, 12-footer, bounces around, no good. Rebound controlled inside, and a whistle and the personal foul as Stark went up and was fouled over the back. Whistle the personal foul on the Flying Eagles, Jason Woody. That's his third personal foul. 75-47, ninth team foul, but foul in the act of shooting is Stark, so he'll get 2 shots, and he makes the first. Brett Stark, 6'4" senior for the Knights. 75-48, Flying Eagles. Brett Stark ready again, 6'4" and a senior, no good this time, and Robert Akers has the rebound for the Flying Eagles. Outlet pass to Derek Jones, whips it up the floor. He'll get it to Brian Slay. Slay on the right side, goes left side to Woody. Woody for 3, good. Nice look that time for Brian Slay to Jason Woody. Woody has 8 points in the game. 78-48, Beckley by 30 once again. 3.5-minute mark of the ball game. Corner, left side, no walk. He tries to go inside, and we got a pushing foul called against the Flying Eagles. He'll go against Robert Akers. It's his 4th. Robert fouled out last night. Monty Blaney, Jerron Jones, and Kenny Clater will check into the lineup for the Flying Eagles. Tamar Slay will check in. Robert Akers, Brian Slay, Derek Jones, and Jason Woody will check out. Good comeback for Beckley tonight. After last night, Eddie Leisure checks in, and Jamie Pennell will check out. Dave Barksdale a little more pleased with this effort tonight than certainly last night. They changed a few things. A lot of folks ask me today, why didn't Dave change this or change this? Well, during the course of the game, it's awfully tough to change something that you've worked on for 6 weeks. You have to wait till you get to practice, and that's what he did today, and he changed a couple of things. David Ward makes the first free throw, misses the second. The rebound tipped up and in by Stark. 78-51. Flying Eagles on top of 27. Tamar Slay, jumper good for 2. He's got 7 in the ball game. It is 80-51. And we got traveling call against Benji Nowalk. Guess what he did? Yep, he walked. So Benji does walk. Sorry, I had to say that. Into the front court. Here come the Flying Eagles. Kenny Clater on the right wing picks up the dribble, tries the bounce pass, gets it to Leisure. Leisure trying to go back door to Monty Blaney and lost out of bounds, last touching Benji Nowalk. Isn't that a great name for a basketball player? Benji Nowalk. And then what does he go and do? Yep, he walks. Tamar Slay looks to bring it in, and he does so out on top to Kenny Clater. 2:55 remaining in the ballgame. 80-51. Beckley on top. Clater drives. Lost the shot. I think it was a shot or a pass. Either way, it didn't fall. And on the rebound, we got a whistle and a foul called, I believe, on the Flying Eagles, Jerron Jones. Yes, Jerron will pick it up. .250 remaining in the ball game. Coming up at 9, the championship game here at the Armory, and not a lot of folks are here to see it. I hope the Flying Eagle fans come back. Maybe you had good reason for not being here tonight. Wednesday night is church night. I'd like to think a lot of folks were in church tonight. But if you weren't, and you didn't have any other real good excuse, weather's a little nasty, I guess. At the free throw line, Ward, or check that, Brett Stark missed the first, but he makes the second. 80-52. 2:45 remaining in the game. Top of the circle, Tamar Slay for the Flying Eagles. Left side, Kenny Clater. They'll bounce pass inside to Jerron. Big kid makes the move. Shot won't go, but he's fouled. Played fullback for Pete Colacerto's Flying Eagle football squad. And he ran a little fullback through the lane that time. Foul was called that time on David Ward. David 6'10", and Jerron 6 foot. Maybe. Cabell Midland will take a timeout. 2:38 remaining in the ball game. Your score 80-52. Beckley will return in 60 seconds. 80-52. Jerron Jones will try and add to that. The 6-foot senior scored 2 points last night. The left-hander at the line. Reaches no good. A little strong. He'll have another opportunity. So Jerron is ready again. Boy, we'll get a lot of wear and tear out of these maroon uniforms. We'll be in maroon again on Saturday night. And then next Tuesday night, we'll be in South Charleston with the maroon uniforms. Jerron misses the second one, but the rebound cleared by Beckley. Kenny Clater with it, spinning through the jump circle. They'll send it over to Monty Blaney. Blaney, jump pass inside to Jerron, and Jerron scores. And it's 80-52. So Jerron gets those 2 points. Basketball stolen away by the Flying Eagles. Tamar Slay picks it up. Bounce pass up the floor through traffic to Clater. Clater takes it up. He's going to be fouled by Ward. And Clater will go to the line. David Ward, rather. I know it, Kenny Ward. That's why I started to say that. Rusty Wooten going to check into the lineup. W.T. Bowman will check in with 2:13 remaining. First play of the season for these two youngsters. Eddie Leisure will check out. Tamar Slay will check out. So the Flying Eagles have played everyone that dressed tonight. Eric Dillon certainly would have played, but the youngster again homesick with the flu. Tony Jones will be added to this mix in the second semester. And if everyone makes it academically, Dave Barksdale's going to have his hands full with 16 players. Kenny Clater at the line. He makes the first. He'll have another opportunity. It is 83-52. 31-point lead for the Flying Eagles. Make it 32 as Clater hits again. His first two of the night. In fact, his first two of the season. Into the front court quickly. Benji Nowak brings the ball for the Cabell Midland Knights. Nate Rollison now top of the circle. Left side, outside jumper by the left-hander Nowak. No good. And the rebound cleared by Beckley's Jerron Jones. Outlet pass to Kenny Clater. Clater sends it back to Monty Blaney for three. Good. Monty Blaney. Boy, he can shoot. He's got three. And it's 87-52. Beckley by 35. Somebody told me today they thought Beckley was going to lose. Tried to make a wager. Nah, just a friendly little wager. Wouldn't take it. Minute 40 left in the ball game. 87-52, Beckley on top. Inbounds, the Knights. They get it to Benji Nowak. Nowak drives baseline, right side. Whistle and a foul as the shot won't fall. It'll either be on W.T. Bowman or Rusty Wooten. Looks like it's on Rusty. Rusty picks up his first. 6'1" senior. And at the line will be Benji Nowak. He has 2 points in the game. 2 shots coming here. 6-foot junior for Jim Stewart's Knights of Cabell Midland High. First time the Flying Eagles have played Cabell Midland in basketball. Coming up this fall will be the first time we will have played them in football as they have been added to the Eagles schedule. Second shot is no good by Nowak, but the rebound cleared and put back up and in by Ward. 87-55, Flying Eagles with a minute 25 remaining in the ballgame. Kenny Clater with it on the right wing, top of the circle to Rusty Wooten. Wooten works with the basketball down through the lane, lost it, gets it back, and traveling is called. Wanted to go down through the lane, tried to shovel the pass off, and lost control of the basketball. They gave it right back to him, and he traveled with it. 87-55, Beckley by 32. A minute 15 left in the ballgame. Up the floor, Cabell Midland. Over on the right side, Nate Rollison works with it, gives it up now. They'll send the pass near side to Benji Nowak. Nowak working with it. Baseline pass to Ward, back to Nowak, back to Ward, and he scores. Ward has 7 in the game. 87-57, Beckley by 30. 55 seconds left in the ball game. With it, W.T. Bowman, top of the key, right side to Rusty Wooten in the paint. He goes to Jerron Jones. Jerron will take it up strong and score. I'll tell you, Jerron will fool you. You can play the game. 89-57. Beckley by 32. 39 seconds left. Working with it down on the corner, near side. Lee May has it. His pass stolen away. Jerron Jones picks it out, gets it up the floor to Clater, back to Jerron, and he scores again. And he's got 6. 91-57. Beckley. 22 seconds left. Basketball loose. Stolen away by Claytor. Claytor outlet pass to Blaney. Monty Blaney along the baseline. Kicks it back to Rusty Wooten. Pump fake. Sends the pass over to Claytor. Claytor's outside jumper for three. No good. Rebound to Rusty Wooten. 7 seconds. Rusty along the baseline. Has his pocket picked again. This time up the floor. Here comes Lee May, and the horn sounds. And it's over. The Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles get their first win of the 1995-96 season, and they do it very convincingly by a final score of 91-57. We'll be back to recap after we take time in for 2 minutes.